Hey guys, welcome back to your Mindset, Your Power. Very grateful you're here with me today. Last week, we talked about the unlimited power of your mind, how the placebo effect shows us that belief can literally heal, change your biology, and shape your reality. But here's the thing. The same brain that can heal you can also make you sick. Yes, and it all depends on which thoughts you feed. So today we're having a real, no sugarcoating conversation, my friend. This episode is a wake-up call, but it's also a guide. Because when you leave your mind unsupervised, negativity takes over. And today I want to show you not just the cost of that, but how to take your power back. Let's start by looking at the science of what actually happens in your brain when negativity takes the wheel. Because here's the thing, my friend, negative thoughts aren't harmless. No. When your brain constantly focuses on what's wrong, it activates the amygdala. And the amygdala is like your brain's smoke detector. Its job is to sense threats. The problem is, when negative thoughts run wild, it goes off all the time, even when there's no real fire. And every time that alarm goes off, your body releases cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Listen, a little cortisol can be helpful in real danger, but when the alarm never shuts off, that constant cortisol is toxic, my friend. It leads to anxiety, fatigue, inflammation, and even weakens your immune system. Your thoughts can literally make your body sick. And here's another layer. Neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to rewire itself. Every time you repeat a thought, your brain fires neurons. And when you repeat that thought often enough, those neurons wire together, building a pathway. Think of it like walking through grass. The first time you step in the grass, it barely leaves a mark. But what happens if you keep walking that same path every day for years? It becomes a trail. Eventually, it's so clear that your brain takes that path automatically. That's why negative thinking is so dangerous. The more you rehearse it, the more automatic it becomes. And here's the good news, my friend. Neuroplasticity can also work in your favor. Yes, you can build new trails. Of course you can. You can teach your brain to focus on solution, gratitude, possibility, opportunity, and over time those become the automatic pathways instead. In other words, your brain is always under construction. The question is, what are you building? A prison of negativity or a pathway to growth? And this is where focus comes in, because your brain will build whatever path you keep walking, and your focus is the trail guide. So next I want to talk about focus for a moment. Because if you focus on the past, guess what? Fear, regret, and shame will control you. And if you focus on the future, uncertainty, overwhelming, and stress will control you. And if you focus on other people, you give away your power. Whatever you focus on, you feed. And whatever you feed becomes your reality. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system. Let's just call it RAS. Think of it as your brain's filter. Out of the million of things happening around you every second, it decides what you notice and what you ignore. Here's how it works. If you buy a red car, suddenly you start seeing red cars everywhere. Were there suddenly more red cars on the road? No, not really. They were always there, but your brain started filtering for them. The same thing happens with your thoughts. If you believe life is unfair or nothing ever works out for me, your RAS will filter the world to prove you're right, blocking out the good and highlighting only the negative. That's why your focus is so important, my friend. Your brain is listening to what you give attention to, and then it brings you more of it. Your mind is like Google. Whatever you type in the search bar, it will bring you results. If you search for problems, you'll get them. If you search for solutions, your brain will show you possibilities. Imagine you get a great job opportunity, but it's in a big city and you don't really like the vibe. Crazy traffic, crowded places, it feels overwhelming compared to your small town. Now, if all you focus on is how awful the traffic is, how noisy and crowded it feels, guess what happens? You wake up every morning already feeling exhausted, stressed out, negative, even before the day starts. Even that cup of coffee won't even fix it. Your reticular activating system will do its job. It will filter out every positive thing in that city and highlight only the bad, just to prove you're right. And guess what? Over time, that mindset won't just make you miserable. It will drain your energy, weaken your immune system, hurt your productivity, and even make you question the opportunity you once felt excited about. But here's the shift, my friend. If you redirect your focus, if you choose to notice the opportunities, the people you can meet, the growth you are experiencing, even the small joys of the city, like maybe new places to eat, new neighborhoods to explore, or meeting people from different cultures, then guess what? Your reticular activating system will filter those things instead. Yes, and you will still feel lighter. You will start feeling lighter, more energized, more capable, happier. The city doesn't change. Your focus does. And that changes everything, my friend. That is how powerful your focus is. Your thoughts are not neutral. They are shaping your world every day. But here's the wake-up call. Every single day, you are feeding your mind something. And what you choose, poison or medicine, will shape everything. Your thoughts can be medicine, yes, like the placebo, releasing endorphins, which we talked about last week. That is your body's natural painkillers that can heal your body. Or your thoughts can be poison, constantly releasing cortisol, draining your energy and keeping you powerless. And let me tell you, my friend, you get to choose which one it is. Because think like this way. Inside your mind, there are two wolves battling every single day. One is fueled by fear, doubt, negativity, comparison. The other wolf is fueled by courage, resilience, love, possibility. And the wolf that wins is the one you feed the most. When you give energy to worry, overthinking, self-criticism, frustration, you're feeding the wrong wolf. When you choose gratitude, self-belief, and possibility, even in the smallest ways, you are feeding and strengthening the wolf that moves you forward. So the real question is, which wolf are you feeding today? But listen, guys. Here's the good news. Even if you have been feeding the wrong wolf for years, you can change it. Yes, you can retrain your mind. And I'm going to show you how. So this is how you take back control when your mind is running wild. The first step is awareness. You have to catch your thoughts right away. Don't let them run unsupervised. Ask yourself, is this true? Do I want to believe this now? Is this thought helpful? Question the thought. Challenge that. Step number 2, interrupt the pattern and redirect your focus. Shift your state. Take a deep breath. Move your body. Write it down. Call a friend or a family member. Listen to music, a podcast. Change the scenery. That helps, whatever helps you to break the cycle before it takes over. That's how you interrupt the pattern and you redirect your focus. Step number 4, rewire your brain. Train your RAS to look for the good. And how? Well, gratitude practice, mindfulness, meditation, and something as easy as deep breathing. It works wonders, my friend. It works. Over time, you literally can reprogram your brain to see possibilities instead of only problems. You will shift your perspective to see what is actually working in your life instead of what is not. And the last step, find support if you need it. Talk to a therapist, to a coach. And listen, guys, I'm always open to help you, my dear friend. Okay, let's tie all of this together with a quick recap. Here's what I want you to take away today. Negative thoughts aren't harmless. No, they flood your brain with stress and wire you for defeat. If you focus on the past, fear controls you. If you focus on the future, stress and uncertainty controls you. If you focus on other people, you give away your power. Whatever you focus on, you feed. And whatever you feed becomes your reality. Your reticular activating system filters the thoughts you give power to prove you right. So choose carefully what you tell it to look for. Your thoughts can be medicine or poison. You decide. You have the choice, my friend. And the solution is simple: awareness, interruption, redirection, rewiring, support. And now let me leave you with a powerful thought to keep you deep in your heart. I always tell my clients this. If you want to feel stronger and healthier, what do you have to do? They usually say, well, eating a balanced diet and exercise, right? Yes. Well, imagine if you fed your brain junk food every day. Negative thoughts, complaints, self-criticism, fear. Would it function properly? Of course not, right? If your thoughts are not healthy, how can you expect your life to be? The truth is, my friend, your mind needs a healthy diet just as much as your body does. Gratitude, belief, possibility, action. That's the nutrition your brain needs to build resilience, strength, hope, and motivation. And that is why this episode is called When Your Thoughts Become Poison, How to Take Back Control of Your Mind. Because you, my friend, have the reins. You decide what you feed your brain every day. You decide whether your thoughts become your medicine or your poison. You decide which wolf to feed. And I know that if you're here with me today, it's because you truly want to take control of your mind and become the best version of yourself. And you better believe you can, my friend. I believe in you 100%. And I want you to know my DMs are always open. Thanks so much for listening. And as always, share this episode with someone you love. Talk to you next week. Love you guys. And remember, your mind, your focus, your thoughts, they are your real power. Have an amazing week.